Exposing how he tried to destroy our marriage will cost him the election. Are you actually willing to put my reputation on the line just to see him fail? Faboon hired Ben to find Sean. She doesn't think he has any ties to me or anyone in the police force. As long as she keeps the door open for him, we need to trust that your man can get vital information from that lady. For years, I tested my sons to see if they could handle running Russell Jewelers in the future. But you, Vivian, I didn't get the chance to raise you yet. You've exceeded my expectations. Spill, Gianni. Why have you seemed so miserable lately? The other day, I heard my dad speaking with Vivian. About what? I overheard my father sing praises to his bastard daughter, Heidi. Yet he never once encouraged me for all of the years I've worked at Russell Jewelers, his firstborn, legitimate son. I promise you, Wanda, I haven't been anywhere near the Dorvals lately, and it will continue to stay that way, Owen. I want you to drop out of the race for district attorney. You haven't updated us on sharing our experiences with Devontae Torres. I'm sorry, Jeremiah. I should have reached out to you. It won't be happening. Why not, Udell? Because Heidi doesn't think it's a good idea. Do you have any updates on Sean's location? Not exactly, and it's difficult to locate your son when there are holes in your story, Faboon. Lorenzo is the reason why Vivian crept into this family. Why do you still care about what your adulterous father thinks about you, Gianni? Because I can't help myself, Heidi. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to please him and I never could break that habit. It's not fair. Vivian waltzes in here, lies to all of us, and steals the company from the family. Yet she becomes my father's favorite in a heartbeat. You know that your father is a complicated man. You're a 50-year-old man. Don't consume yourself with trying to get his attention. Too late. I love you, Wanda, and I'd give you the world if I could, but I can't drop out of the race. Stop saying you love me, Owen. Not when you refuse to grant my request. Don't you realize that this campaign has brought nothing but pain? Political campaigns have been a painful process all throughout history, and I never wanted it to bring pain to my family. Your husband didn't have to endorse D.A. Russo, but he did. All because you put my marriage in jeopardy, Owen. What made Heidi feel like this was a bad idea? Does she have something better? She believes that it's too much of a risk, and that the town will see her campaign as punishing the son for the sins of the father. We understand that Pacho and Owen haven't taken lives, but they're still a threat to our families and to Valley Park itself. It's too risky to see them gain more power. And I agree 100%. Heidi doesn't have a plan, but she'd rather expose a scandal that Pacho and Owen involved themselves in personally. Do you have any evidence that Pacho and Owen are doing something shady behind closed doors? You want me to share with the entire world that I kissed Owen behind your back? It won't be as bad as you think, Wanda. Have you lost your mind? It must be easy for you to say since you're not in my shoes. Are you calling me a liar, Ben? Not at all. Then what are you trying to imply? Do you trust Wade? Wade wouldn't be running the family business if he wasn't trustworthy. And would he do anything to protect Sean to the point where he wouldn't be completely honest about it? What are you about to do, Gianni? Since Ben refuses to get close to Vivian, I'll continue to try and get close to her myself and use it as a weapon. That part is already clear to me. I get that you're trying to figure out all of her strengths and weaknesses, but you never really explained your end goal in all of this. I plan to get close enough to Vivian to the point where I can convince her to sign back the remainder of my shares to me and to the rest of the family. She'll need to be convinced that I'll back her up as CEO. Let me make something clear to you. I never intended to fall in love with you, Wanda. I told you to stop saying that. Don't make me repeat myself, especially after what Udell asked me to do. What would that be? He's so eager to get you out of this race that he suggested I tell the entire world that you and I kissed. And we both know how much of a risk that would be, since Udell doesn't even know that we did more than kiss after he caught us last Labor Day. Did you agree to it? Of course not. And it wasn't to protect your stupid campaign either. No, I can't think of anything to expose them with. So what do we do next? It's Heidi's campaign. Guess we'll have to wait for Owen and Pacho to mess up. Maybe we can make testimonials about the pain Owen has caused us throughout this campaign. That could work in Heidi's favor. It's your word against his. It's the truth. This is politics, Shelley. Even if we share the truth, Owen can come up with a better lie. Alright then, I have a better idea. Wade was taught to look out for both of his younger brothers. Most of all, he was warned to never lie to his father and I. I was taught the same things growing up, but when it comes to lying, it never stopped me from hiding things from my family. You're not Wade, obviously, but we were both taught similar principles. Wade found the troubling texts sent to Sean. Now that the police are aware of those texts, it makes him a prime suspect in the Danny Clark case. Do you actually believe that Wade is hiding something from me? Vivian worked hard to manipulate this entire family. Do you actually think she just signed over the shares because you hope she'll buy your loving Big Brother act? So you don't think I'm capable of making smart decisions for the company either? Don't do that. Then don't convince me otherwise, Heidi. It's already aggravating knowing that my dad sees Vivian as a worthy heir, and I can't wait to prove him wrong. Do you think I would tell Udell about us? Or even tell the world? I doubt you'd tell the world just so you could win this election. Like I said, I didn't throw your name under the bus because I'm concerned about you or that you concern me. Yvette is pregnant. Her young body will be going through it. And she doesn't need to deal with the stress of a public scandal. I need you to know that I never expose us without your permission. Most of all, I would never put you into this sort of position Udell placed you in. Don't try to sweet talk me, Owen. You know how much I love you. Because of that, I'd do anything to spend a moment with you. What do you have in mind, Shelley? Pacho endorsed Owen, but Isabel didn't. That's right. What do you plan to do with it? Maybe we can convince Isabel to share with Valley Park why she didn't endorse Owen like her son did. I think it's a possibility. It can't be possible, Ben. I've lived long enough to understand that anything is possible. And you've lived longer than me, Fiboon. My children would never dare lie to me. Let's go over the truth. The truth is that Wade was the last person to see Sean. And when it comes to investigations like this one, this is where I take my first step.